Alright, here's another one pulled from the archives from February 2017. And I can tell I was feeling pretty cocky this night because look at the ferrule of my pool cue. You see how it's all the way up on my hand? It's past the bridge, like Bustamante does. You can't do that without being quite confident. So it looks like everything was going right this night, and I'm using an old McDermott from the 1980s. I think it's a D24. So the cue is a collector's item. I was going to buy it, and I was going to change the wrap on it. I was going to front weight it, and I was going to put a different ferrule on. I was going to put a new tip on, and I was going to do all this stuff to it. And now I started feeling guilty about customizing, a collector's item. So I finally threw it into a guy that was going to keep it the way it was made, instead of Johnizing it. Anyway, I can see everything's working for me, so let's just roll through it and see what happens. This run out looks basic and simple. The problem that a lot of guys will notice right away is there's a lot of cue ball travel. So the 1 ball's down this side, and the 2 balls up this side, and the 4 balls down here, and the 5 balls up here. But if you think about it a different way, and imagine getting a cue ball in the center of the table on any one of these shots, except maybe the 1 ball. Every shot's makeable from the center of the table. So it's not as much cue ball travel as first meets the eye when you just look at the table at a glance. Yeah, I can see in my stroke when everything's working. This, I actually have an angle on this. It looks straight in. If you hit the 2 ball full, make it the cue ball is going to be forced over here. So I'm going to use that angle and just draw it a little bit for a shot on the 3. But I'm looking at this window for the 4, which will give me the perfect angle to get back on the 5. And from there, everything's center of table. It's just a stop shot on the 6. Which leaves you straight in on the 7, which is a stop shot that leaves you straight in on the 8. You might have to maneuver a little bit on the 9. Just pull it out for a shot inside. No big deal. And get the perfect angle here. Perfect angle to get through this window, which is what I was looking at. To get on that 4. You're going to have to pull this one back a little bit too. The center table, and I don't get all the way down table on the 5. Oh God, that stroke was terrible. Let's go back and look at that. And look at the tip of my cue. It's flying over in this direction, flying up in the air. Number 1, which should not happen. That cue should be down on the table after the shot, and it certainly shouldn't fly to the left. I don't know. And I'm just using a little bit of body English to try to help that ball in when I didn't need body English. You'll see Earl Strickland doing that sometimes. But I'm not Earl Strickland. I'll drink to that one. And you're not Earl either, so keep your stick down on the table. Get in the habit of letting the weight of the cue rest on the table after the shot. That was ugly. I guess that's probably going to be the title. Keep the ferrule of your cue on the table. Something along those lines. I'm gonna drag. I have a tendency to drag this cue ball and put a little bit of running English on it, put a little bit of left hand English on it, to kind of just, I don't know. It just seems to work when everything's working. So most guys would just center ball and just bounce out for it at 6 and keep it simple. I'm having a little bit of flash here, a little bit of flash. Boom. And the Q-tip came up on that one too. Bad habit, bad habit. If you see yourself doing that, you got to break that habit. Right there, I'm looking at if I stop on the 6, am I straight in on the 7? And if I stop on the 7, am I straight in on the 8? And although I might have to move the cue ball an inch or two, the basics of stop shots are right there. We'll see what happens here. Let's see if I actually stop or move at all. I moved about a half inch or an inch, but it's all good. It's still straight in on the 7. Not perfectly straight in, but enough to stop it for the 8. Now I might have to pull this back 2 inches or 3 inches just to keep an easy shot on the 9. Yeah, those last 4 balls are just stop shots. The big disappointment here is with that cue. Stayed down. It stayed down that time. Don't get too cocky to where you're just doing dumb stuff like that stroke there. Ultimately, I mean, it might work for a game or two, but it's going to catch up with you. Keep your Ferrule down on the table. Peace, everybody. I'm going to go out tonight and try to get some newer footage, some up to date, like pull footage taken today. The issue is last like 5 or 6 times I went out, I got caught up in games. So I found myself in matches with the plan is, when this match is over and this guy goes home, I'll just keep the camera rolling and get some new footage. But it didn't work out like that. Some of them wound up all-nighters. And who's going to be? Steve McDonald will be at the pool room tonight. Steve, old famous tournament director, Old McDonald they call him. He works for Diamond Billiard Products. And he hangs out sometimes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Paul Smitty will be there. His game has improved. You locals who know Smitty, man, he's come a long way, man. We've had some serious matches late into the night. Who else? Only the locals will know these guys. Well, some of you guys might know Steve McDonald. Gary Phillips has been coming around. Older guy, getting older. Gary's not really old. He's getting up there. He's like me. He's getting up there. He hit the big 5-0, and now he's pretty close to getting old and being old. But he still plays good. For you locals who haven't seen Gary play in a while, he still plays the same way he played way back when. Age hasn't slowed him down a little bit, but it hasn't stopped him. He still knows how to play. And he's put a couple 3-packs on me. Speaking of packs, where's my cat? My cat's name is 6-pack. I don't know if I told you guys already. I told the folks in the blog. But I didn't tell my pool friends here. Most racks I ever ran consecutively were 6. And we call that a 6-pack. And my cat's name is 6-pack because he defines greatness. Say bye. Bye. I'll see you guys tomorrow.